Hello everybody and welcome back to TJ's Lego Room. I have a fun mock/mod for you today. This is what is called the Outland TIE Fighter. This was a concept TIE Fighter that was originally developed back when the Art of the Force Awakens book came out. So this was concept art for Ep7 actually. It never got used along with a lot of the other art that they used for that or that they created for that movie. But as with some of the art that you can go back and look at now, it has been reused in other Star Wars films or projects. And as in this case, in Episode 7 of The Mandalorian, the Outland TIE Fighter has returned. This TIE Fighter was originally designed to be able to land somewhere other than like a docking bay or a TIE Fighter rack like we see in like The Force Awakens or in a lot of the other concept art or video games and stuff where the TIE Fighters would be launched from, overhead racks and stuff because they weren't originally designed to land on their wings. Later on, they decided, why couldn't they? Sure, they're super durable or whatnot, but originally that was not going to be the case. So here we are. Now we have TIE Fighters that land on their wings, just like I'm showing here. But how do you get out of that cockpit, right? We got to solve that problem. So that's actually why they designed it to be able to land, to fold the wings, and so the pilot could actually get out without having to carry a little giant ladder with him everywhere that they went. As we transition here very smoothly, you like that smooth transition, that jump cut. This set was, I based this off of the set 75211. It was an Imperial TIE Fighter. It came out for the Solo: A Star Wars Story movie. I actually really liked the movie. And I got a few of the sets, not all of them. There were a lot of expensive ones, but I did get a couple of them, TIE Fighter being one of them. It's a very sturdy TIE, and even with the wings being able to fold and stuff, you can see you can still play with it. It's very swooshable still, and it doesn't automatically fold out by itself unless you get pretty violent with it. Most LEGO sets can't handle a lot of shaking and a lot of high G-forces on them anyway, but this particular one obviously has the folding wings, which can make it a little bit weaker. I'm showing you right now one of my few regrets on this ship, which is that I wasn't able to fully integrate the landing gear. The pods on these TIE Fighters are pretty small, and I just could not find a suitable solution in the time frame that I'd given myself in order to get an integrated landing gear system worked out. So I ended up replacing some inverted slopes. On the underside here, you can see me popping the cheese wedges off. Those cheese wedges were originally where those inverted slopes used to be. Now they are snotting bricks instead of inverted slopes. And that allows me to put the cheese wedges on to complete the shaping, but then I can take them off and add these landing gear wherever I need them. I'm not sure if the landing gear that I have here are accurate to the Mandalorian TV show in Episode 7 when he actually comes in and it lands, but it is close to the concept art that I do have from the Art of the Force Awakens book. I'm sure I've shown it before to you guys. I've come up with ideas before, and I've shown you. I use that book a lot. All right. Well, this is the part everybody wanted to watch anyway. I bet you stopped listening to me before anyway. Get your arm out of the way. I wasn't sure if I could get that thing up, but it was in place. I just couldn't see it right. So there we go. That is the folded TIE Fighter. I'm showing you right here that the wings still don't fall off, even with the leverage points being really far away from the attachment point to the main body and the arms of the TIE Fighter. And if you watch when this goes back together, it's almost seamless. It's really nice looking. I'm not sure which way I like it displayed more. Having it displayed as a TIE Fighter, knowing that it has the secret ability to land, or having it landed like this and having people go, what the heck is that? That's a crazy looking TIE Fighter. Yes, it is. So fantastic. Yeah, there you go. Ta-da. All right. So now I'm going to spin it around a little bit and show you when it's closed. You can see right through there on that little printed piece. I really wanted those pieces still on the ship. So the wings do have to fold around them, but I figured that could also help facilitate the hinge pieces themselves so that it would just fold just a little bit easier for me. And I was right. Having that one printed piece on there and having that be a stipulation enabled me to run my hinge sections right through those pieces and be able to make it work really well. Now, in a second here, if you want to stick around, I'm going to show you some more, some in-depth images and some close-ups of the hinge system. Otherwise, thanks for checking it out, at least watching to this point. Okay, when I take this off, you can see it doesn't use the clips or anything like some of the newer TIE fighters do. I just have 12 studs on snotting brackets right there that I use. I had to use a couple little clever techniques to be able to get them in there. I do have some pictures I'll have up on TJ's Lego Room Facebook page if you're interested in that. But here I am. I'm going to show you some of the folding techniques that are pretty awesome. So I did base this on the Han Solo TIE Fighter, but I did change out the struts on the wings to the bar type struts that were on previous TIE Fighters. You can see there. It just matched a little better. I liked the thinner look on it. So in the middle, you can kind of see that I used these 1x2 modified plates that have the Technic pinhole in them. They have that one raised section, but then the other side of it is just a flat plate. And I can pop that section out, the hinge section out. It's actually been pretty nice, except for when it falls apart like that. It's been nice because I can modify certain parts to make the wings fold a little bit closer or a little bit farther away. I was trying to get that angle right on how they close together, and it worked out. So here you can see I actually used bricks with Technic holes on both sides of the hinges, and then used the black Technic pins, and then between each of the black Technic pins, what you can't see is that I actually put a 4-long bar in each section of those. So even though there are 4 of those special hinge pieces right there, they kind of act as one hinge in a lot of ways, and they have the strength of a single hinge because I've got that 4-long bar going all the way through. So I used 8 bars on this on between both of the wings. Now I did just you can see in the video while I was filming, I forgot I was going to show you how I did the border here. Because that geometrically is one of the hardest parts, I think, to design, and props to Lego for figuring this out on the first TIE Fighter. But I've been able to use their designs and tweak them a little bit, and you can see I used some 2x2 modified plates with 2 studs on the side right there. Oh, sorry for the focus. I'm going to pull it off here in just a second and show you anyway. But you look at that, boom. Those pieces, still some of my favorite pieces in all of Lego right there. They're just fantastic. But using those, I was able to just slide everything over, have some plates. It's really tense right there, but it's not pulling apart any of the plates. So I think it's still a legal connection, but it just feels a little tighter than I think they would want. So it might be something that Lego wouldn't officially approve of, but it's not cracking the pieces, it's not pulling them apart or causing a ton of stress like some of the other things that I've done. So I think it works out pretty good. So we'll throw this TIE Fighter wing back on here, and I think we're going to be just about done here with this video. So we'll fold this back out here, and as you can see, if you look right there, I do have the light bluish gray tile on the upper section of the wings and not on the lower section, and that's just so I can get that nice thin bar look to match the other struts on the wings. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out TJ's Lego Room. As I mentioned before, if you do have any questions or want some more detailed pictures, I will be throwing some of those up on TJ's Lego Room. Or if you need some additional ones, you can shoot me a message over on Facebook, or you can leave something in the comments, and I'll make sure to get a close-up detail shot of whatever it is you're looking for so that you can get a better idea of how you can build this yourself or get inspired to do your own version of it. I will do one quick prop to myself. I do believe I am the first person in the world to publish my version of this particular thing. I could be wrong. I probably am. There's probably somebody out there who got it. But as far as I know and as far as I've looked for, I think I'm the first person to be able to make this work. and at least make it look as seamless as it was, because that's pretty awesome. I was really excited for this. So thanks so much, guys. Hope you had a fantastic holiday. Have a great new year. And we are done with our first video of 2020. And hopefully it'll be the first of many to come. Have a good one. Bye.